Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, joins me now to give more insight into the intention of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to run for president in 2023. Good to have you join us, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, this speculation has now been put to rest. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has now made his intention known. What was your initial reaction to the declaration, and what level of support has he received so far within the Lagos State chapter of the APC?
Very much. I think that was a wonderful gift to some of his followers because it was something we have been expecting. And we have started working on it as a mission, and I'm sure this is going to be a possible mission, like the popular movie, A Possible Mission. Is going to be a very possible one. We've been on this for quite some time, going from one state to the other. But in Lagos State particularly, I want to tell you, freely that everybody in APC is involved in this, and they have embraced this wholeheartedly. So Lagos State chapter of APC, in fact, Lagos State generally is for Asiwaju when it comes to the declaration of his intention, to run for presidency.
And as expected, opinions are sort of divided, across the country as to towards his candidacy. But you have been one of his closest allies, if I'm correct. You've been his close ally for a really long time now. Talk to us about what you know about him that has earned your support over the years.
Well, I want to believe that if there's anybody that is doubtful of his capability in this mission, that simply means we should call that person a Thomas, according to the Bible, those who refuse to believe the good things. Let me tell you, when you apply for a job and when you go for an interview, the first thing they ask you is about your credentials and experience about the job you are searching for. So we are lucky to have had Asiwaju as the governor of Lagos State, and all he did while he was in office, we still have them on ground, up to date. You talk about infrastructural development, you talk about human development, you talk about revenue generation, you talk about a very wonderful blueprint for Lagos State. And if you look at all these are things that are convincing enough, to nominate him, to give him that wonderful support he's seeking for. And I have no doubt in my mind that definitely majority of our people in this country will give him that support.
And let's talk about that support, because some people believe, how would you respond rather to those who are of the opinion that he should remain a kingmaker and unite the party and support a younger candidate?
Well, everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion, but the point is that being a kingmaker does not mean that you cannot become a king if the situation permits. We are looking at the critical situation of our nation now. We are talking about somebody that has, that capability, that knowledge, experience, exposure, and political strategy to manage the situation. So it's not about age or youth or any other thing they talk about. We are saying we want a very perfect figure that can manage the situation, and this is what we are looking at. When you talk about age, look at United States of America today. You consider the age of the president we have there, and some other countries in the world. So what we are saying has nothing to do with age. We should concentrate more on what it can do, how it can, bring new things to our federal system in the country. That is what we are talking about. We are not looking at age. Well, fine. Let's take in the past we have governors in some states. We have had youths, those within age of 55 to 60 that serve as governors. let us compare it to at least to what he did while he was governor. So we are not, it doesn't mean because you are young that you can do something you don't have the experience or you have not had the opportunity to perform before. So that's what we are saying. We are looking at a figure that we have absolute confidence in him based on what he has done in the past. And I've said it, you talk about infrastructural development, you talk about human development, you talk about so many things. So we believe, we just need to convince those who are still doubting, you know, as to what he will achieve and his capability to deliver. That's what we have to do. We have to go out there and start talking to them, to convince them, to face the reality that what we are talking about has nothing to do with the age. Has nothing to do with the age. It's all about performance, achievement, and success at the end of the day.
And just before we let you go, the national leader of the APC did leave a caveat. He said he has made his intention known to the president, but he's still consulting far and wide, and he will make his intention known to Nigerians in due course. You said you have been working on this for a while now. What should we be expecting in the coming days from just the support group and from the national leader himself?
Well, I had the last one from the national leader, but the first one, I think the battery is going down. Well, he has just said it, that he's going to embark on more consultation. And that's, I mean, it's a very right step in the right direction. Going from the west to the north, to the south, to the east, everything. I think it makes sense on his part to do that. Well, if your first question has to do with some of us who are his followers, I think we have started it already, because we have been on it, appealing to him to come out, you know, and aspire for this office. And that was what we have been doing. And we are not stopping now. We will continue to do that for the fact that he has declared his intention to Mr. President. It shows that we have the green light to continue to further our own interests by going from one state to the other to further talk to our people, particularly those who are in APC for now, so that they can join us and make this possible.
All right, we will see how things play out in the coming days. Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, great to have you talk to us.
Thank you very much.